boys and girls. We come to the first day of our workshop. I hope you're just as excited as I am. So before we actually go into knowing how to make choices and what choices to make, it's very important for us to know where we are. Just like when you're driving, you must first know where you are in order for you to set your GPS to know where you want the GPS to take you and what destination you want to be in. So there are two activities that you will need to complete today before you come together to meet your facilitators today. The first one will be understanding your reality. So reality, we also call it a perceived world. How come? It is because we all grew up differently. We come from different culture, different background, different races, different upbringing style from our parents and our environment. We go to different school and we meet different people. Therefore, our experiences will be very different to one another. So it is very normal for us to have unique experiences that made up our own reality. Because of different experiences, we develop different mindset, different thoughts about what we think the world is or the world should be. And because of the different mindset, we develop different attitude. Attitude helps us or protect us from handling different situations in the world. And with this attitude, we develop different behavior. And the behaviors are actually the act that we act out. And if you were here last year, you would remember the masks that we made. And those are part of the behaviors that we made up ourselves to protect us, to guard us, or sometimes give us what we want. And with the behavior, we come up with the action that create the different experiences again. So the first activity will be understanding your reality. So first, I would like you to write about your perceived world. What do you think this world is like? What do you believe about the world? Do you think that this world is a peaceful world and a harmonious world? Or do you think that no, this world is actually quite cruel because we have wars, we have injustice, we have hunger, starvation? Or do you believe that this world is fair, is just? Or do you believe that this world is a world of suffering? Or do you believe that this world is a world of love? Or do you believe maybe there is a mix in between the two? Remember, boys and girls, we're here again not talking about what is a right answer, what is a wrong answer, because there is no right or wrong, and what is a good answer, what is a bad answer, because there is no good or bad here. We're going to throw out all our judgments and come with honesty. Yeah, because we want to know what is it that we see. How we perceive is very important, like I say, to know where we are, so that we know how to get to where we want to go. So, after you have a look at the world, I want you to write it down. And then you go to the society you're surrounding. What do you believe about the society? What do you think the people around you is like? Society, we talk about the school, the environment, the nation, the country, your religion, and the culture that you grew up in. So do you think that the society around you developed you? So what type of person do you become with the society around you? Do you think that we are in a society that's helping us? Or do you think that we're in a society that's taking advantage of us? Do you think that this society are full of selfish people? Or do you think that the society is full of helpful people? Or maybe a bit of both? Do you think that the society is mostly good? Or do you think that the society is actually quite dangerous and evil? And it's best that we safeguard ourselves. And what about the people around you? Are they normally kind? Or do you think they're just selfish? Do you think that people mostly just mind their own business? Or they really genuinely care about people around them? And then go to your family. What do you think your family is like? Are they supportive? Or are they supportive in a way that you don't feel it? That you feel that you have a lot of conflicts between them, for example. Are you always angry at your parents or your siblings? Are you in good terms with your family? Do you share your feelings to them? Or do you normally just do your own things? Is your family very understanding? Or do you think that your family is always expecting you to succeed? And then we come to ourselves. What do you believe about yourself? What type of person do you think you are? Are you a confident person? Or deep down inside, you actually don't feel as confident? Do you like the person that you become? Or when you look at the mirror, you feel that, oh, I wish I looked different. I wish I'm different. I wish I behaved differently. What type of behaviors do you have and do you like them? Or what is it that you dislike about them? So what is your belief about yourself? What are the thoughts that you have about yourself? It is important that you remember this is not about giving the perfect answer. Remember, I keep emphasizing in this workshop that we are all about being honest, because like all of you say that you want to learn more about the values, and the best way to learn is through experiences, is through reflection. So this is the opportunity now for you to learn more about being honest. Being honest to you and being responsible to what you say that is true for you. And having that compassion and to have the humility to know that we're human. And we were bound to have the emotions. We're bound to have the behavior that protects us. We're bound to have things that we may not like about. And that's perfectly okay. And that's what makes us human. And this is the perfect place for you to display your honesty and the compassion that you have for yourself. And also remember, we want to create a safe space for everyone to share here. Make sure that we accept each other's sharing with no judgment. Alright, and then we come to the second activity. The second activity is the needs profile that helps us identify the needs that we want and the gap between that to the needs we have. So basically, we're going to look at 4 crucial needs. The first one is the needs to love and belong. So this is talking about, do we feel love? Do we have a sense of belonging in our culture, in our identity? And do we have a sense of love in the family, the people around us? Do we feel love? The second one, we're talking about power. Power is the power to be in control or not being controlled by others or the environment around us. And the third one, we're talking about freedom. So freedom is the freedom to think, freedom to speak up, freedom to move around. So all of you will probably feel a bit restricted because of COVID, that we cannot travel. And the fourth one is the need to have fun. A lot of you may be taking SPM or other examination this year, so you may not feel that you have that luxury to have fun. You cannot play because you need to focus on your study. So this is where you will have that gap between what you really want, how much you want to play in your life, and how much you actually have. So I don't want you to put the logic in the profile and say, well, I got to accept that, it's understandable. I should really, focus on my study. I want you to be really honest. It's not about what you should or should not. It's all about what you feel what you really want, and how much do you actually have. Alright, so there are 3 columns in each category, and you will see the first column is W, that stands for want. So think about it. How much do you actually want to have? What is your desire? How much do you yearn to have if you could have all of it in the world? So the next one is the H, which is the have. How much do you have right now? How much do you feel that you have in these 4 categories? And the last one is E. For now, I don't want you to worry about that, so please do not fill out the E column. You just need to fill the want and the have in the 4 categories. I know that it's very easy for us to say, I want all of them, so I put all 10 in all of them. I want you to actually prioritize them. What is the most important? If you could have this, what is the needs that you know that you would not want to give up on? So I want you to really prioritize which is the top one, second, top, third, and the fourth. What are the ones that you feel, oh, okay, I can give up a little bit and I will still be happy. So the focus here is really what makes you truly happy. It's not what you should or should not. It's not about obligation. It's not about what you have to, must behave as a good student. No. I want you to really be fully honest, taking that responsibility to be honest to yourself and rank them to see which one is the highest, which one is the one that you want the most and that you will give up everything or anything just to have all of it. And then the second one, and where would it rank? And the third one. And then between them, what is the difference between what you want and how much you have right now? So if you have any queries or any uncertainty, feel free to text me directly and I will respond to you in WhatsApp. And I would like to have you share your work in the WhatsApp group, in your group, before our meeting this afternoon. Thank you very much for choosing again to participate, and your commitment to yourself is a good start for you to be where you want to be. And I look forward to seeing your work and meeting up with you. See you soon.